I can never get used to that song. I just can't get used to it. It just, some songs you hear and after a while you get tired of it. You don't dislike the song, you just get tired of it. You've heard it too many times, and it ceases to have an effect on you. And then there are some songs that you can just keep on hearing, and the effect just keeps coming. It's strange, I can't comprehend that. But anyway, James Taylor did it that time. Fire and Rain. Tim Rose before that from his new album, and a song called You Can't Stop Yourself. And Tyrannosaurus Rex from their new album, and a song called Seagull Woman. This is WBCN in Boston. The Gallup poll has just completed one of the most comprehensive surveys ever undertaken on the use of drugs by the nation's college students. This weekend, in the Boston Sunday Globe, read the Gallup report on such questions as, has drug taking replaced beer on campus? How many students are regular users of marijuana? And all those other standard questions. Also in Sunday's Globe, the Globe magazine profiles the Supergirl of the 70s, Gloria Steinem. At 35, Gloria is as comely and as classy as a Rich Wellesley Sr. Well, I guess so. On the Globe's theater arts pages, read about the love story controversy. Nathan Cobb's story on the life and death of the Boston Tea Party. Kevin Kelly's report on the first production of the new Boston Center for the Arts. And Gregory McDonald's reflections on bad journalism and bad art. See and read them all. The Gallup poll on college drug use, Supergirl of the 70s, Nathan Cobb, Kevin Kelly, and Gregory McDonald. All only in the Big Boston Sunday Globe. The Globe is the one that puts it all together, from what we've heard.
2001, a journey through the dimensions of sight and sound. The maximum visual experience of 70mm projection and a massive stereophonic wall of sound. 2001, A Space Odyssey, a Stanley Kubrick production in Panavision and Metricolor from MGM. 2001, A Space Odyssey is now showing at the Astor Theater, the corner of Tremont and Boylston Streets in downtown Boston.
Well, there's a new Chicago album out. I don't know what this one is called. It's called, oh, well, there's the name. It's called Chicago 3. They're into the Led Zeppelin thing. And their album, the album cover looks almost the same as the last album cover. The same lettering, big Chicago on it, except the background is different. The music is about the same, too. Listen to it. What do you mean, wait a minute? I haven't got a minute. Billy Preston, and let the music play. That's enough, Billy. Take 5, 10, 15. Rascals before that. Carry Me Back. And 3 things from the new Chicago. Yes, you guessed it. It's a double album called Chicago 3. Flight 602, Motorboat to Mars, and Free.
Do you like beer? Falstaff beer is a lighter beer for people who really like beer. Falstaff, the beer from the West, now available in the East. Falstaff, brewed light, easy to down for people who really like beer. Try Falstaff in your favorite tavern or store next time you're into beer. The Falstaff Brewing Company, St. Louis, Missouri.
Now listen here. The new Experiment 2 at 194 Harvard Avenue in Allston, near Commonwealth Avenue, they're celebrating their existence with a 2-week sale going on now through January 23rd. Here are some of the specials you'll find at the new Experiment 2 while their 2-week sale is on. Women's blouses 20 to 30% off. Skirts and dresses 20% off. $13 shirts now $5. Crepe shirts, 2 for $9.50. Sweaters, $5 off. There are many other interesting items at the new Experiment 2, such as landlubber jeans, and a whole line of accessories, too. While you're visiting the new Experiment 2, climb up to their loft. It's called The Nest, and it specializes in women's clothing. That's at the new Experiment 2, 194 Harvard Avenue in Alston, very near Commonwealth Avenue. They're having their 2-week sale, continuing till the 23rd. The new Experiment 2, where there's something for everybody. Got an album the other day called Music from the Angola Prisoners. And at first I thought it was, in Angola in Africa, the Portuguese colony. But it's not. It's a place called Angola, Mississippi. And they've got a prison down there, which is kind of similar to the situation in Africa. And they recorded some of the inmates. One of them is Robert Pete Williams. He's in there. And this guy called Hogman Maxey, who, now, this doesn't make sense. A blues singer from Las Vegas, but it's true. He lived in Las Vegas with his parents for a while, so he's got a Western accent. Hogman Maxey, and a strange song called the Electric Chair Blues. You didn't hear that before, did you? That's not on the American album. It's only on the English album. Jimi Hendrix and Red House. There's a Red House over yonder. 4 Shades of the Blues. Ry Cooder, just a little tiny thing, connected Miles Davis with Jimi Hendrix. Ry Cooder in the end of Dark is the Night. Miles Davis before that. And Coltrane and All Blues. That was the name of that. And Hogman Maxey and the Electric Chair Blues.
Cowboy is the name of a new group on Atco Records. They have an album out called Reach for the Sky. By now you're probably sick of hearing hype about new groups and their new records, but Cowboy's album is a little bit different.
Use your situation, look before you ride, get what you can from others, from inside. Now it seems I found a way to understand you. I have a friend who walks in Tennessee. Don't turn us off.
Cowboy on Atco Records.
Cowboy will appear live at Stonehenge in Ipswich on January 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. It shapes up to be one of the great domestic battles of the 70s, the fight to provide a comprehensive national prepaid health care system. Starting this weekend in the Boston Sunday Globe, staff writer Ian Menzies begins a comprehensive look at national health care. Also in this Sunday's Globe, Thomas Oliphant analyzes the problems facing Dean Derek Bach as 25th president of Harvard. In Sunday's Globe magazine, Robert Taylor reports on an interview with J.M. Alonzo, author of The Passion of Robert Bronson, and Parade magazine asks whether formally women only. The question is, will women-only colleges survive? I don't really know what they're trying to say. I'm sorry. We'll just forget about it. See and read them all. Ian Menzies' look into national health care, the process of choosing a president for Harvard, J.M. Alonso through a looking glass, and survival for women's colleges. That's what they're talking about. All only in the big Boston Sunday Globe. You can't miss it. The Globe puts it all together. A new group. And this one, unlike most new groups, might not be too disappointing. They come with a very high recommendation from the Byrds, which must mean Roger McGuinn, right? And the group is called Swamp Water.